Fight, you know, people talk about it's a straightforward fight. Let's rank the heavyweights in world boxing. The Ring magazine do it. Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, Pulev. That's how they call them. If you don't believe that, tell me the other heavyweights that are better at the moment than Pulev. Maybe Ortiz. So the top 5 guys, and this is a really good, solid mandatory. Coming off a tough fight, we don't know what the Klitschko fight took out of him. We hope actually he improves from that fight. He learns a lot more. We sold 80,000 tickets in 2 days. This guy is the biggest draw in world boxing, and he's going to be over here hopefully in 2018.
You said hopefully in 2018 we will see him fight Wilder in 2018?
He's got to beat Ortiz first.
Oh, you want Ortiz over here too?
No, well, Wilder's fighting Ortiz, so who knows who's going to win that fight? It's a good fight.
You think Ortiz could beat Wilder?
Yeah, I think he could beat Wilder. Yeah, I think Wilder's any heavyweight can be knocked out. It doesn't matter who they are. It's a good fight. I favour Wilder, youth and speed. Ortiz has looked boring his last couple of fights, and has been incredibly inactive. And I think his last fight was December last year, so that's nearly a year, and he's not getting any younger. It's a good fight, and I'm pleased for Deontay Wilder that actually he's getting an opportunity to be in those big fights, because Joshua just boxed Klitschko, and Wilder's never boxed anyone of any elite note. Now he is, so it's good for boxing, it's a good fight.
Eddie, how significant is it that the fact that the heavyweight division is now in the forefront of boxing, in the sense that now the masses are able to see it? Do you feel like the heavyweight division is kind of the rock of boxing?
It always is, isn't it? It's always the crown jewel of boxing, but you've been lucky enough over the years to have all kinds of different weights coming through. I mean, even recently, super flyweights. Who would have thought that? Who would have thought a network card would carry 3 super flyweight events? So boxing's just growing in every aspect, but generally when you get a boom in boxing, it's because of the heavyweight division. It still doesn't quite have the depth that I think I'd like to see. Like, again, when you look at those guys, Joshua, Wilder, Pulev, Ortiz, you know, then you've got like I call those the elite guys, and then you've got the guys that are pushing on to be elite fighters, Jarrell Miller, Dylan White, you know, Derek Chisora, there's other names, but for me, you want to see those guys coming through. Dylan White, Jarrell Miller's coming through, and actually, because for us, when we look at Anthony Joshua, we want 7, 8, 10 years of opponents, you know. So you've got Joseph Parker as well, you know, other champion. So we want to really line up 2 or 3 fights for the next 7 or 8 years for Anthony Joshua. We need as many contenders as possible.
I want to ask a specific question as far as Anthony Joshua. How do you feel his skill set compares to some of the bigger and like best heavyweights in the UK, such as a Lennox Lewis? How would you compare his skill set to a Lennox Lewis?
I think they're quite similar. I mean, Lennox was an incredible fighter. What Anthony showed in the last fight is he has a tremendous amount of heart, and he likes to fight. He's a baby, you know, he's had 19 fights. He's already had a unification fight for the Heavyweight World Championship. So these other guys before him, I mean, how many fights did Mike Tyson have on the road, just knocking people out? Like, he hasn't had all that years and years of professional experience. He's having to learn on the job. When we took the Charles Martin fight, it looks now that was an easy fight, a great move, but at the time, that was a big risk. You know, he was a 31-0 Southpaw world champion, and Joshua had never gone past like 2 or 3 rounds. So now, then you get thrown into a unification fight with Klitschko well before your time, and you have to learn on the job, like he did. He was exposed in that fight, but he came through the other side. So he'll improve, he'll get better, and he will get a lot better. But he's having to learn as he goes, and that's exciting, because the fans know that, you know, he can be hurt, as all heavyweights can.